trying to connect the Matterport digital twins to a location tracking tool so that you're able to basically locate inside of a building through the digital twin. So you can look at the digital twin and know where someone is inside of a building. And this is the use case that we're trying to put together for this is firefighters. Because we learned that one of the struggles that they have is, finding out where a firefighter is inside the building at any given time.
When it comes to business, this has changed my leasing efforts. This has made things more efficient. It allowed us through the pandemic and after now, while travel is permitted, to have meetings without asking somebody to get on an airplane, without asking a contractor to go visit a space. This is truly a tool that allows commercial real estate and beyond to do their job better and faster. So thank you for doing what you're doing. Welcome back to Masonry Studio. I'm David Abrams, founder and CEO of Masonry. A few weeks back, we spoke about strategies for landlords to fill retail space. One of the points I had made was the importance of getting a virtual tour done. This is actually the first interview I've done in the metaverse. It looks super real, like we're actually sitting in real life, but we're not, we're sitting in virtual space, and all produced by my friend here. I'd like to introduce yourself actually.
My name is Basm. I'm the CEO of VIRTUALSPACE, which is a digital twin solution company based out of New York. We create digital twins.
What is a digital twin?
Digital twin is a copy, replica, a twin of a real world place, but it's in a digital format.
I have a 50,000 square foot retail box, and it's got really nice ceilings, and it's got really nice natural light, and it's got great curb appeal. I have pictures, I have some renderings. It's not quite selling it. And someone told me, get a virtual tour done of your space. Okay, I feel like office people are doing that. I haven't heard about that in retail too often. We met and it blew my mind. I was sitting in Miami talking to a tenant in London while their broker was in LA, and the entire tour was done virtually on a computer. It was the coolest thing in the world. You're the expert. I know nothing about this. I want to learn more. So you found this technology. You found Matterport. What happens next? You started a relationship with them, or you started a relationship with landlords, with tenants? Who is your target?
Yeah, I just purchased a camera and started going around everywhere. Restaurants, hotels. I mean, anybody that I felt that could get some value out of having a replica, a twin of their space. Knowing that they could put it online on their websites. They can put it on Google Maps, they can share it through email. I mean, it's a tool like any other tool.
And you fell into it before COVID.
Yeah.
What happened when the world changed? How did that change things for you?
We definitely saw a lot more interest. All of a sudden it became something that was needed, not so much a luxury, but a necessity. And definitely propelled everyone in the industry at least a few years, in a matter of a month,
A month, things changed. How did you stumble into this thing?
So the way I stumbled upon it, it just happened to come up in some webinar, and the name just rung out the tech itself, which was Matterport. And so I looked it up and played with one of the demos, and I was so impressed that I felt like, oh, this is, I love tech, and if I can be impressed by something like that, I felt like I can definitely sell this.
How has this tool evolved from the time that you started with it?
There's definitely been a lot of exploration on how to actually use it, different use cases for it. One example in terms of retail, and not so much from the leasing side of it, but actual e-commerce, that's something that people have been experimenting with over the last year. Taking the tours and tagging all the little items in there and putting prices on them, and you can add it to a cart and basically walk around an entire store and find what you need as if you were shopping online.
I would think that if a hospital had this entire tour and a guy, EMT, that's never been to this hospital, but he's driving from a different city, comes, he can be walking on his phone. He knows exactly where to guide, his partner's running with a stretcher, what room to get to if somebody didn't meet them at the door. Is that already happening?
In a way, yes. Maybe not that exact use case, but you can create a scan, create a digital twin by scanning a space, and then use that same model and overlay basically something called wayfinding on there, and it's using augmented reality. So you just take your phone out, and it'll tell you, an arrow will show up on the phone saying, go down this hall, make a right here, make a left there, and that's all powered by a digital twin. So that's already possible there's been a couple that I've seen in the industry for museums and some other things.
Are you seeing that in malls yet?
Not yet, but it should be.
That should be, right?
Yeah, there should be an app that you download, or you could just do it right online and
have the
take you anywhere.
Retailers say that they have a sale, and now you get a little ping while you're walking. By the way, there's a sale 20 feet ahead on your left.
Yeah.
Bathrooms on your
the
right.
thing is, all of this stuff, it's only a matter of time. It's gonna happen. I personally use that for my own house when it comes to different quotes and all kinds of things. I'll just send it out, and I'll say, you don't have to come check the place out. Just tell me here's the link, and I'll text it to them.
I want to pause there because you mentioned your house. I love this story. Tell me, how did you find your house?
That was about a year ago, a little over a year ago. I actually happened to show up there doing a digital twin of it because it was for sale. And so the agent hired us to do a scan of it, and I happened to be looking for a place at the time. And actually the same exact day I was supposed to put an offer on another place. So it kind of just came out of nowhere. I didn't really expect it, but...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you walked in to shoot it and you're like, actually, I'd like to buy it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very
And,
cool.
It worked out, It was a perfect place for us, You were asking about the saving lives part.
Yeah.
It's actually something that we're testing out. We're basically trying to connect the Matterport digital twins to a location tracking tool, so that you're able to basically locate inside of a building through the digital twin. So you can look at the digital twin and know where someone is inside of a building. And this is the use case that we're trying to put together for this is firefighters, because we learned that one of the struggles that they have is finding out where a firefighter is inside of the building at any given time. And so that's one of the things that we're testing out for that. But I mean, it's just imagine any kind of scenario. You're a first responder and you get a call. If on the way there you're able to view a digital twin and you know where all the entrances are and where all the exits are and the staircases and all of that, you never know what that could do,
Yeah.
So that type of situational awareness can definitely be enhanced by a digital twin.
I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see where things go. I'm excited for the next projects that you and I do together. And I mean this seriously. I'm not saying this because, well, you know what I am saying it because he's a family man, he's a good guy, he's a cool guy. I'm gonna drop his contact information at the end of this, but in all seriousness, from when it comes to business, this has changed my leasing efforts. This has made things more efficient. It allowed us through the pandemic and after now, while travel is permitted, to have meetings without asking somebody to get on an airplane, without asking a contractor to go visit a space. This is truly a tool that allows commercial real estate and beyond to do their job better and faster. So thank you for doing what you're doing. Keep doing it.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. You're doing a lot of things, but I enjoy this.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Do what you enjoy doing. Thank you. Appreciate it.